Hey guys, this evening I'm going to read you guys a chapter out of the Bible. It's in Ephesians, Ephesians 5. It talks about living in the light. Um, well, I want you guys to enjoy this video, and let me get started here, okay? Alright, here I go. Living in the light. Imitate God, therefore, in everything you do, because you are His dear children. Live a life filled with love, following the example of Christ. He loved us and offered himself as a sacrifice for us, a pleasing aroma to God. Let there be no sexual immorality, impurity, or greed among you. Such sins have no place among God's people. Obscene stories, foolish talk, and coarse jokes, these are not for you. Instead, let there be thankfulness to God. You can be sure that no immoral, impure, or greedy person will inherit the kingdom of Christ and of God. For a greedy person is an idolater, worshiping the things of this world. Do not be fooled by those who try to excuse their sins, for the anger of God will fall on all who disobey Him. Don't participate in the things these people do. For once you were full of darkness, and now you have light from the Lord. So as a people of light, for this light within you produces only what is good and right and true. Carefully determine what pleases the Lord. Take no part in the worthless deeds of evil and darkness. Instead, expose them. It is shameful even to talk about these things that ungodly people do in secret, but their evil intentions will be exposed when the light shines on them. For the light makes everything visible. This is why it said, awake, O sleeper, rise from the dead, and Christ will give you light. So, we're talking about living in the light. Jesus wants us to live in the light, not in the darkness. So, like, sex outside of marriage is living in darkness, stuff like that. Now, self-sex is another thing, living in the impurity. To imitate God, that means to be just like Him. That's what that means. Now, you guys, we don't want to follow what evil people do, right? We want to go against what evil people do. We want to go with the Father, not against Him. So He wants us to walk like Him, not like the devil. He kind of wants us to, He wants us to live in the light, not in the darkness. Like foolish talk. Well, that's like, well, for instance, that would be kind of like, talking trash, talking bad, talking evil. Talking evil is foolish. Now, that would be another way of, like, talking evil, like talking about hurting people or foolish talk. You don't want to do that. You don't want to be a fool. You want to be wise. So be careful what you do and what you say and how you act, because Jesus watches everything we do and what we say and what we do. And we want to please Jesus. We don't want to displease Him. We want to follow His footsteps and take every step we take, right? We got to make sure that we walk like Jesus, not like the enemy. All right, guys. Have a wonderful day. And hope to talk to you soon. Maybe whenever. All right, bye.